All right, guys, here we are back for another hole here. Hole number 3. Now, there's kind of two things we want to do. Well, we definitely want to do hook slice. Things we have to think about. Do we want to go berserker or do we want to go Titan ball? So if you have the option to go berserker, that's the way I'm going to set up. You can see I only have an extra mile 5 on this account. Which isn't really going to give me quite as much distance as I want. So I'm thinking somewhere around here for my aim. I'm aiming off my right bullseye. So I'm aiming off the right of the bullseye, and then I'll essentially go on top of this. You can see where my start position is, maybe 8-ish rings, tops. So there's 5, 7, 8, somewhere right in here. And as you can see, I don't have a lot of curl that I can put on this. And it also doesn't have the range of some of the other ones. But here you can see, you get it up here kind of as far as possible. Keep in mind with the extra mile 6, for example, you almost might need to take off. Like there's going to become a time where it actually ends up the driver lands too far. But you can see that with that hook slice, even with limited curl, we can get it up there very aggressively. And with the berserker ball, we still put ourselves in position for eagle here. So that's one of the main reasons that you see me kind of forcing the issue. If I was to do that with a Titan, for example, I'm going to have to go max, everything, and we're probably still pitching. So these are the decisions that you need to make. And that's the main reason that you see me going for the shot. Because without this, you're essentially just laying up. I'm pretty sure that you guys can lay up on your own. You don't need me to show you how to lay up. Getting 4 here, you would just still try to play very similar to what I'm doing, but your drive isn't going to work out quite as long. And then you'd have to max this second shot and get it up here. But what I'm going to be able to do, as you can see, I can essentially max everything out and potentially... we're definitely probably going to get eagle. We could even potentially get double eagle if we're able to get this alignment down. So what I'll typically do, I'm thinking somewhere around almost 3 backspin here. We are going to try to bring this in with the spin. I'm thinking right around 2 rings. On my adjustment, a bit of curl. Something along the lines of this. Great ball might end up costing me. So as you can see, instead of being up on the green, that was like a 1 or 2 ring pull. It was at least a 1. I think it was a little bit closer to 2 rings. What really blocked that off to the left with the perfect ball, it comes in relatively perfect weight. There's a chance that I make... And you can see the reason that I'm kind of playing it like that is because when you bring it in with backspin instead of topspin, it's much easier to control. And you can actually see that I can kind of hop it over the rough there and actually give it a go at the pin. If I try to go topspin and do that same thing, it's going to roll through and go long into the sand. So that's why you see that I'm going power, full power, because I want to try to make it. I'm not just trying to settle and just kind of roll it onto the front of the green, kind of over to the right, and then have to make a putt because I can't go aggressive. Like I can't hop it over this rough without backspin. Because if I do that, it's going to roll through too long. It's going to go in that back bunker. So with that in mind, that's the reason that I'm doing what I'm doing. And you can see with my alignment, I'm thinking something along the lines, just kind of bringing this in towards the right edge of the cup here. And we're basically just going to top spin this up and let this just trickle into the cup. So as you can see, very straightforward eagle, easy to get there in 2. Take advantage of the rookie tournament when we go berserker. If we don't go berserker, you can see kind of where my opponent is. He's really having to work for this. It's going to be very tough to get eagle on this one. Even if you have extra mile 8 in Titan, it's still going to be a bear to try to, and if you have extra mile 8, no reason you should be in rookie. It's not even like you would just have to have no bankroll. But even if you didn't have bankroll, just go play some Tour 5 and get enough bankroll to play pro. You want to get in pro as soon as possible so you can start winning QB clubs, you can start winning rock clubs, you can start winning all this stuff, Guardian, all this stuff that you end up needing kind of in the later tours that you see that I'm using in this round 2. The more that you can progress those clubs, you're never going to progress them in rookie. The tournament chests don't include those at all. It's not even possible to win those. So that's the main reason you want to get out of rookie as soon as possible. And these are kind of the shots that you want to be able to pull off in order to get there. So good luck with that hole. I'll see you guys on the next one.